Hi, this is Ashley back with Loomfinity. Today I'm going to show you how to make Larry the cucumber from VeggieTales. And you'll primarily need green bands in order to create him. You will need 2 white and 2 black bands as well. And you'll also need 2 of any colored pony beads. I'm just going to use green. You actually don't see them. I use them as a mount for the eyes, so I know 1, where I'm putting them, and 2, for the glue. I've heard that some glues will eat through rubber bands. I'm not exactly sure, so I just use these as an area to put the glue on. And if you don't have the pony beads, you're welcome to do it without them. You just won't place those at all. And then I'm using 2 of these little tiny googly eyes, and I'll be gluing those in place. If you don't have these, you could always just use white beads and draw on the black dots like a lot of the other characters, but for these characters I thought that it fit better as far as the look. So I'll be using that in my technique today. We'll be using a single loom and the standard configuration, and I'll be using double bands unless I specify otherwise, and I'm using the Rainbow Loom dark green bands. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to start on the top of the loom from the center peg with 2 green bands coming out and to the left, and we're going to repeat that going out and to the right. And we are then coming down 9 times on the left side with 2 green bands. My bands are getting twisted. And we're going to repeat that on the right hand side. And then we're going to come into the center peg to close him off. We're going to repeat that on the other side as well. My bands don't want to stay in place. We are then going to fill in the center, so we want to come down 4 times with 2 green bands down the center. Then we'll be placing 2 white bands for the next peg. And I have lost, they're there. And then 2 black bands for the next peg. And then we'll fill in the remainder with the 2 green bands. We are then going to cap off the bottom, creating 3 loops. And we're going to go ahead and place our crossover bands, which are just single triangle bands all the way down. So starting on the second peg down, taking a single green, and I'm just going to go all the way down, creating my triangles. just like that. Then we're going to place the eyes. So I'm going to take a green band, pinch it. This is where if you don't have the googly eyes, you'll just use white beads. In my case, I'm just going to use some green since you won't see them on my design. I've also heard that you can buy googly eyes that are sewable. On the back they have like a little hook. If you can get those would work as well too. You would just feed them through at this point. And we are going to place this on the third peg down straight across. We're going to separate these and pull one part up and over. We then want to also create the nose. To do that, take a single green, create 4 loops. That one didn't hook. And I'm going to repeat that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take a single green, double it, and pull everything on. Reclaim the other side, pinch that together. Taking another single green, pulling everything on, and this will hook on the 4th peg down, coming straight across, just like that. Once we have all of this in place, we can begin looping. So I'm going to go through the capping band, grabbing the first 2, bringing those forward, and we can go ahead and loop straight up the center. This is a really simple, basic, easy character to make. I guess it's a good starter character. Make sure when you go across that you pull the nose through. We're going to go back down, back through the capping band, grabbing the next 2 green, bringing them up to the left. And I'm going to go ahead and loop up the left-hand side. And we're going to repeat that for the right-hand side as well, going back in. Now I'm going to grab a single green and create my slip knot through the top. I'm going to go ahead and take him off the loom. I'm going to flip him over and hide his little band, just like that. Now to attach the eyes, all I do is just take your regular all-purpose Elmer's glue. So most people have Elmer's glue laying around. And I'm just going to place a dot of glue on each bead. And then take his little googly eyes and place those on top. Just make sure they're straight. And it usually takes, I don't know, 15-20 minutes for them to dry, so I would suggest giving them a little bit of time to dry. But that is how you create Larry the Cucumber from the VeggieTales. Don't forget to subscribe for updates on my future videos. You can also follow me on Instagram under Loomfinity, L-U-M-E-F-I-N-I-T-Y. And I'm also on Facebook under the same name, so you could search for me there. I'm constantly updating my Instagram with new items as I make them, even before I know when I'll be able to do the tutorial. So I hope you like him.